Hajime Mashite. Once again, my name is Sinta. Hajime Mashite means hello in Japanese. I lived in Japan for, I don't know, a good 9 years of my life. So I'm very into like the anime and Japanese stuff. And that's just how my life is. So today we're going to talk about, well, Valentine's is coming up and you can see I'm wearing one of the pieces I made. This is one of the other tops that I knitted. It is up for sale. I have it on Poshmark. I'm just displaying it on me right now for just show and tell, I guess. And I think since today it's coming up for Valentine's Day, it's on the 14th of February, of course, I'm going to work on my funny Valentine. Why not? If not, why not, right? Okay, so my funny Valentine. So we're just using a basic loop here. This was like a real basic thing today. I'm not, you know, I try to keep into the theme of what's going on in the world. And I know Valentine's Day is like coming up, so I'm trying to work around it. But in reality, when it comes down to like working on music, like you can't see YouTube as like, it's not a band. And when you're in a band, you work over and over and over again with the group, and you make sure that that is done correctly. And then you perform it. Like YouTube and Facebook and all these other places require or expect you to be like on top of the game with popular things that are happening. And unfortunately, the music industry doesn't necessarily work like that. We work kind of backwards. You finish something, you get like a set done, you put a group of pieces together, and then you perform it. This is not how, you have to remember that YouTube is not how it generally works. Yeah, sure, there are a lot of great musicians on the platform, but on a basic level of music, it's not done this way. It's done on a completely different format. So I'm just, at the moment, I'm just sticking with the theme. I have to reinstall everything onto the computer, including Logic, which is a pain. So I'm having to kind of, you're gonna have to bear with me for this process. It's a time-consuming experience. I've also had to this becomes a lot more complicated and challenging, because I think when it comes down to having like an LLC, which is what I have, and domain for a website, every year the website goes up in price. And I think the cost of a website, like an actual domain website, might not necessarily be necessary. So I'm having to rethink how I'm going to do this. I mean, $1,400 is no joke when it comes down to paying for a number of years. It's just, I think it's just crazy. So I have to rethink how I'm going to develop this. I don't know if you need a domain name to do business. I don't think you really do. I've set up all these other sites without the domain name, and it seems to be functioning. So yeah, I'm just thinking business-wise as well, because I need to think about, like, I can't starve to death. I need to generate money, right? So if I'm going to be working on my business, which is part of what YouTube is, then I have to kind of push out like my websites and start working on my personal websites and earning money from there in order to actually make this work. So this is becoming a very interesting thing. I refuse to do my roots right now. We have a rabbit that is very time consuming, so she takes up the time of the day that I would generally do my hair. I have to probably trim it a little bit, but I'm not going to deal with that right now. So I just want to explain that when you're in a group or a band or performance or working on a performance, it's not the same as, and I've tested it out, it's not the same as YouTube. YouTube and Facebook require you, in order to get the views, which is crazy, in order to get the views, you need to do songs that people understand and know. And I just feel as if there's like that barrier between like learning a song and understanding how YouTube works versus learning a song and actually doing it in private and performing it when you're ready, or when, for instance, you get like a certain amount of months to develop a song to perform in front of an audience. So it's not like an instant right away on the spot type of thing, whereas what you do here on YouTube, it's sort of like that. It's like sort of on the spot in the moment. So I wanted to just get that barrier out of the way and talk about it, because I thought maybe, I don't think people know about that. Maybe they do if you're working on YouTube and you're a musician, you understand that there's that hiccup. So that's where I am right now. Thank you for joining me. Arigatou gozaimashita. Matashi sayonara. Enjoy the wonderful day. There is no snow in our area now. It's just a little bit cooler than the other day, which we had like 80 degrees, which was crazy. But the snow went away. And we have mushrooms and all sorts of things growing in nature right now. And Valentine's Day is just around the corner, which is why I'm wearing red. I'm wearing one of my pieces, just a quick knitted top that I made a while ago. And yeah, thank you for joining me, and I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Bye. Matashita sayonara and janai bye bye. Arigatou gozaimashita, matashita sayonara and janai bye bye, which is thank you and goodbye.